As the clocks changed last Sunday due to daylight savings, you may be wondering why we have it and where it comes from. That is what I'll be talking about in this video. In 1895, there was a man named George Hudson who was an entomologist from New Zealand. He wanted a 2-hour shift so there would be more daylight for him after work to search for bugs. 7 years after that, William Willett had the idea to push back clocks to stop the waste of daylight and proposed the idea to the British government, but it was rejected. World War I started in 1914, and just 2 years after that, in 1916, the German government was looking for a way to save energy and adopted daylight savings as a solution, making them the first country to do so. Soon after Germany, lots of countries that fought in the World War adopted daylight savings. In the United States, on March 9, 1918, Congress created the first daylight savings law. As of now, daylight savings is mainly to preserve sunlight in late evenings, though there's some debate over the economic benefits. In the US, a few states are attempting to pass laws to get rid of daylight savings, and currently only 2 states do not follow daylight savings time, which are Hawaii and Arizona. Hawaii has warm weather throughout the year, and daylight is pretty constant there, as it is near the equator. Daylight is heavily dependent on where you live. Places farther from the equator get various amounts of sunlight in the year. Daylight savings may have a few negatives though. In 2014, there was a study published in the journal Open Heart, which showed that Monday after daylight savings began, 24% more people had heart attacks compared to Mondays around the year. Daylight saving has also led to sleep deprivation, and it also makes a mess to schedule meetings over many countries around the world, as countries that have daylight savings do not all start and end at the same time. Arizona is very warm during the summer, and their daylight savings is extremely complicated. While most of the state does not partake in daylight savings, the Navajo Nation, which is in the northeast region of Arizona, observes daylight savings. Though the Hopi Reservation, surrounded by the Navajo Nation, does not take part in daylight savings. But on top of that, the Navajo Nation inside the Hopi Reservation does take part of daylight savings, which is just so confusing. Anyways, if you have any opinions about daylight savings, let us know what you think in the comment sections below. For Flyer News, my name is Jay Atal, and let's send it right back to the anchors.